What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is DFree. Here today. We are going to go ahead and get a test run in with the brand new, upcoming anyway. They come out tomorrow night, I believe. Anyways, the upcoming brand new Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover units for Goku and Vegeta in this video. So hope you guys enjoy it. Subscribe if you are new for more content. Now, that being said, we are using them on the SS3 category. They do have this category and Pure Saiyans. So a couple of things that I wanted to have established here are, I wanted this Vegeta, look at that sprite, that's amazing. I wanted him alongside the GT Vegeta, and I also wanted the Goku alongside the free-to-play Tech Goku as well for my rotations. Now, we do have this footage courtesy of Hydros. The man's amazing when it comes to that type of thing. So again, huge shout out to Hydros for the early footage here. This is not me playing the game. All I'm doing is commentating. So first look at this super attack. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was dope. Okay, so 1.7 million. I think it was like 1.4 million attack stat. That was an insanely cool super attack animation. Of course, the Goku would be the one unit that's off the rotation for now. But that being said, regardless, we're good. I'm going to go ahead and go over the units really quickly. Now, if you guys want to know what all of the upcoming Dragon Ball Heroes units do, I did a video on that already that I'll leave in the description for you guys. But I can actually just kind of cover these cards specifically right now for you guys. So, the Vegeta, right? So the Vegeta, we just saw him there, so I'm going to cover him first. Super physical types get 3 ki and 70%. Super attack, excuse me, is the Atomic Flash, does immense damage to the enemy and greatly lowers their defense. His passive skill, attack and defense plus 80%. A further 50% attack when performing a super attack, and he disables the enemy's guard. So now we have Goku and Vegeta, which is pretty cool. Now, the Goku is supposed to float here, but that's fine. All good. It's still cool for a thematic, you know, team setup. So we have Goku here up against the physical Bardock. Unfortunately, he didn't launch a super, though. All good. Let me go ahead and tell you guys what the Goku does. So, Goku. Super STR types get 3 ki and 70%. Moving on from that, his super attack does immense damage with the medium chance to stun the enemy. Also, the passive skill, 80% attack and defense at the start of the turn. He guards against all attacks, and he gets a further 30% attack when launching a super attack. So, guarding against all attacks is actually the Janemba mechanic. So, he's able to take reduced damage versus everyone. So, it's really cool. Anyways, that being said, next turn, hopefully we float him so we can get him on this setup because he was supposed to float last turn. But I do know, like, Hydros recorded this at like 4 a.m. for me, so the man's a trooper and I appreciate it. So if there's any misplays, cut the man some slack. But we do have this guy on the team. He's just a support unit, you know, nothing special. I just put him on the team. I chose to have some of these units on the team because they don't get a lot of representation. They don't get shown a lot. So, all right, 54K. All right, let me slide this over just a little bit so we can see a little bit clearer. All right, so this time he's actually going to go ahead and float the Goku in the last spot. Okay, so the Vegeta is linked up with the other Vegeta. Now, I didn't cover the links too much, but pretty much they trigger everything you would need to have triggered. Long story short, 1.6 million attack. This guy's, he's out here showing out so far. Vegeta's out here showing out so far. Another crit came through. So, the good news is I also asked Hydros to dip below 40%. Or not 40%, excuse me, 70%. So, we can trigger the Bardock leader skills. So, I think this turn he's able to get that. He's going to get really low here, actually. Oh, especially with the super attack. Okay. So, I believe next time we see this setup, the Goku will be here as he's supposed to be. Which is just 2 turns away, so it's not that long. Okay. We did get a dodge there. 16K, yeah. So, we're able to maintain the below threshold from this point. And Vegeta's actually going to come through next round. And, I don't know, man, like, almost solo this from this range? He probably will, because he's also getting the support now from that SS3 Bardock. Wow, the key's bad. The key is very bad. The key is very bad. It's where you slide us. Hydros. Oh, you didn't bring the freaking, he normally brings now the key of the fruit of the might. The fruit of the tree of the might. Excuse me, key of the fruit of the might. What am I? It's freaking 5 a.m., okay? But yeah, that's where you put the STR there. Hopefully he additional attacks then. There it is. Cool. It all worked out. 1.9. Wow. Wow. This is a natural SSR. Now, of course, he has a nasty support passive triggered, but this is a natural SSR. Freaking heck, bro. They are good. Speaking of which, we're going to see Goku in a couple of different ways here. Goku's able to flex how good he is defensively. Maybe? I mean, he should be able to. Hydro still opted for the type advantage block, but Goku, again, should be able to flex that a little bit here. And then otherwise, the Dokkan attack is apparently coming up for Vegeta next round, I'm guessing, it looks like. So we'll be able to flex that a little bit. And also Goku, his offense, his attack stat at the bare minimum. So 1 million from this guy. Look at him coming through. Such a good free-to-play unit. All right. So he's going to tank just fine. 36, that's fine. Oh my goodness, that Kamehameha looked dope already. All right, so he didn't do much offensively. The arrow is pointing down though, so only triple or double-digit damage from those attacks. And that is how it will be, specifically, at least specifically against AGLs, but against every typing. So he's an insane defensive unit now. So we are getting a Dokkan attack with Vegeta here. And that should, of course, as you would expect, finish this off. The Goku is a 33% support, so not as good as a Bardock, but still really good. Okay, so where's our attack stat at? Let me see that. That is, we get to, I couldn't see it there. It didn't show me. I didn't see it. Maybe I blinked and I missed it. I don't know. I really wanted to see it, but oh well. Anyways, 1.8 no crit. So let's move on to the next opponent. It's actually Hirudegan, who's actually very tough when you don't bring the item, and he didn't bring the item. Oh boy, we might get a lot of flexing for Goku's defense on this event because this is an AGL event primarily. All right. So we are actually above the 70% threshold, courtesy of the Dokkan attack, by the way. So no Bardock passive here. But as you see, arrow is always pointing down for this Goku. He is always able to tank just because the game treats him as if he has type advantage against all of the attacks that he receives. And there's only a handful of units in the game that can do that, and he's one of them now, so that's really cool. Last year, though, it was Trunks. It was the SS3 Trunks had that mechanic, too, if I recall correctly. So it's not like he's the first Super Dragon Ball Heroes crossover unit. Last year it was the Trunks, I believe. But still nice to see that anyways. So the Goku is making it a little bit harder to get below the threshold. Now, right here, we experienced a little bit of the key issues that the SS3 GT Vegeta has in not having access to Over and a Flash. But the physical does, by the way. He didn't get shafted like the GT variants do. So he does actually have access to Over and a Flash. So 1.6 million attack stat. This guy is very powerful, man. He's been the main one that's been getting the opportunity to shine a little bit here. But the cool thing about what he does, I didn't really cover it, but removing the enemy's guard last round, if we were able to hit or anything like that, what it would have done is, since it's an STR opponent, like the Vegeta would have at least done neutral damage. So he wouldn't have done reduced damage, you know, against an opponent that he naturally would do reduced damage versus. So that's how that works for him. But I didn't really cover it a whole lot because Hirudegan decided he wanted to dodge. So this Goku will actually finish it. Or not. That's fine. All right, so this Goku hopefully will. 1.5. So what you see here is the difference between an offensive unit and a defensive unit. So Goku is a primarily defensive unit with some very good offensive viability. Vegeta is just an all-out offensive unit with some solid defensive viability because he has a natural defensive boost at the start of the turn. So that's really what you see here between these two units, the difference between them and what they are able to do. So ultimately, though, I do like the design for these units. As you see, Vegeta still tanks relatively well. Took about like 1,500 damage there. All right, so obviously one of these hits is all we need. This is why I said Hirudegan is a problem. And a lot of times I avoid Hirudegan in my videos just because he is annoying. But I'm estimating that Hydros is going to get a Dokkan attack very soon here. So we'll see what happens. Now Goku is in the front spot here. He's going to tank just fine. In fact, the team started tanking so well versus Hirudegan's relatively low output that we have been just inching closer to being higher and higher on our HP totals So SS3 Bardock's been nullified so far as like what I want him to do in this video. So that was no support passive there. All right, so here we have access to the always 33% Goku in the last spot. So he will put the STR, looks like, in the front spot. Physical will get a super here. And then, of course, the Int will get a super there as well. Okay, so he did dodge this, but I really hope that the physicals gets through, because the physical, again, has the support here. So 1.9, it can be over 2 million, seemingly, with the Bardock here, but I don't think we've had that set up yet. All right, and this guy's coming through. It looks like it's probably going to dodge. He didn't dodge the weak one, of course. All right, will we dodge this or no? That's perfectly fine if we don't. Like, I don't mind. Okay, cool. So now we have the Bardock passive again. Now, Goku, unfortunately, really wishes he was Vegeta in this scenario because he would actually do damage unless he gets a crit. That's a different story. Otherwise, he's not doing anything here. All right. And the reason why I say he wishes that he was Vegeta is because Vegeta's mechanic would allow him to do damage versus an AGL opponent if he was an STR type. Anyways, though. Tech Goku, can you come through? It really doesn't matter who comes through right now. All right, so he came through with a nice crit. That guy's still very powerful. Okay, so this round, what do we have going on here? Still below the 70%. SS3 Vegeta will stay in the front spot. Get a triple supers. I think triple supers finishes him off this round. And like I said, we're really close to that Dokkan attack. But he can't dodge the Dokkan attack. So if we just get in a position where we get the Dokkan versus his next form, then we just kind of like win. Okay, so that Vegeta didn't have enough offense to put him out. 1.96, by the way. So just about 2 million, like I said. So far, this has been a Vegeta showcase. I'm still waiting for the man Goku to get his chance. But you know what? Goku will have his chance, specifically against the Vegito Blue event. So make sure you do stay tuned for that, because there is at least a physical opponent on that event. So here we have the Tech Goku, the triple Goku rotation, by the way. Triple Goku rotation. But you know what? Really, I don't want to say Goku hasn't had his chance, because he's been a defensive unit. You've seen his versatility defensively and what he can do. He just takes very minimal damage. I wish that he would get a super attack thrown at him. Maybe here he will, especially with it being an AGL type. So his attack stat, though, gets to about 1.5. He did come through, no crit, unfortunately. Still taking double digits. I mean, what do you want? I mean, he's an all-encompassing tank. So there we go with that. If you love Janemba, you love Goku. If you love Ultimate Gohan, when he actually triggers his part of the passive, which is very uncommon. Okay, so physical Vegeta does come through in the front spot. STR Vegeta is probably going to get that red, and he does. Int orbs are there too. So the Dokkan attack is just about here. Now, I don't know if this Vegeta will decide to hit, of course. But if he does, that'll just make it to where Goku's Dokkan attack next round will do an insane amount of damage. Well, not really an insane amount of damage. We won't really have to do much damage because he'll be pretty much done. And, of course, he's dodging everything. How fun. How fun. All right, Hirudegarn. Had enough for you, bro. Honestly, I think Hydros, I think Hydros might actually just give it to the Tech Goku. I wouldn't even blame him, to be honest, just because we're so close. And unless his Goku crits here, he's just not really going to do anything. Which is why that kind of just shows a little bit more of the versatility of Vegeta's mechanic, because Vegeta can fight through the type disadvantage and still do at least neutral damage. Again, barring a crit. Crits are different, but if Goku gets a crit here, that's a whole different story. So hopefully he does, because we haven't seen him really do anything offensively. We've only seen like kind of what he can do with the attack stats, so that's it so far. But that super attack is so gorgeous. Crit! Yay, he crit! And he stuns, by the way. I pointed that out, but he actually got the freaking crit. 2.3, great job, Goku. And he also didn't have the 70%, I don't think. I think we were about 75%. So Bardock's passive was not triggered. And before it's below 80%, and I've been saying 70 the whole video, but I'm pretty sure it's 70. Anyways, if I'm mistaken, it is what it is. But this round, we should move on from Hirudegarn because he is now stunned. So that is it. Assuming he doesn't dodge. Stop dodging, please. Just lose, Hirudegarn. Just lose, Hirudegarn. Just freaking lose. Well, his energy's gone now, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. All right, so now he's going to go back to normal. And Goku, maybe, will get the finishing blow here. Well, one of them will. All right. So like I said, STR Goku will have a nice chance to shine in the next event. Hopefully we're below the threshold and we have a Bardock there. If not, we have the other Goku there that doesn't require the threshold. All right, so Hirudegarn will come through. Hopefully a super attack is thrown. Okay, I can't make the game throw a super attack, okay? But it doesn't want to throw a super attack at my STR Goku for some reason. And we did get another stun, so you're seeing kind of like the versatility of that Goku. He's a very good stunner. Okay, so moving on to the next round, which I believe is the last one. I think I only had him go that far. So the Goku, by the way, has a medium chance to stun, which is only 30%. So we've been getting kind of lucky with that, by the way. But still all good. Okay, so the Vegeta is here on this rotation. Okay, so we do need to dip below the threshold. So I kind of wish that the physical Vegeta was in the front spot. But we'll see what happens. Okay, there was no damage applied anyway, so no biggie. 1.6. So we do have the triple Gokus here, like I talked about earlier. We're a little bit early though, so hopefully the next phase isn't the VB one, but I think it is the physical VB. 1.5 with this guy on rotation. We've seen that a lot. He did come through with the crits. And it is. This is the one that I really wanted that Goku to fight against. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't get too much damage output here. Okay, so all I need is for Vegeta not to one-shot. That's it. Oh, hey, a super attack. That's great. Against the wrong unit, though, unfortunately. I wish it would have been on Bardock. Because what's going to happen is, even if Vegeta doesn't finish here, we're going to have a natural base Goku, which isn't bad. It's just kind of like what we're going to have to deal with. And, of course, the Vegeta does finish it off. Okay. So, there's that. Vegeta was like, nah, Goku, you get no chances. Absolutely no chances. Okay. Okay, so here we have Goku alongside the Bardock. Again, no Bardock passive. But this Tech Goku in the front has a good chance to take a lot of damage, so we'll see. That's another reason why I kind of wanted him on the team, too, is because he's not like a defensive unit or anything like that. Initially, that spot was going to SS3 AGL Trunks, but he's a tank, so I was like, nah. Additional attack came through. Doesn't look like that guy triggered his passive this turn either. Okay, so 1.3 million for the Goku. I wonder if he'll try to super attack the Goku so we can see his defense. Nah, okay. Well, like you see, the arrow always points down, meaning reduced damage. Goku literally blocks against every single attack that comes his way. Okay, so we're at like 87 or so percent? 87 or so? Vegeta will finish it here, of course, because we're not dealing with Hirudegarn anymore and his insane dodges. Super attack me? Super attack? Oh, okay. This guy's out here just dodging. Okay. 1.9. We know where this guy gets to. Insane offensive unit. These are natural SSRs. I pointed that out earlier, but these are some of the best, if not the best, natural SSRs in the game. No awakening. Just SSRs. Level 100. And same goes for last year's Dragon Ball Heroes units too. The Gohan and the Trunks and stuff. They were very, very powerful too. But like these ones, they seem like they're just improved versions of the last ones. They're doing a lot of the same things. Look at Goku, man, out here taking no damage. So that's pretty much what this equates to. We see the Goku's defensive viability and the Vegeta's offensive output viability. So ultimately, though, that is it, everybody. We're going to wait just to see if Vegeta can output a little bit more to finish off Vegeta Blue. We are going to take a nice hit there. Actually, that's very good because that will trigger the Bardock passive for sure. So Vegeta will be super pumped next round. Otherwise, maybe we'll get another round with this Goku, though. So we'll see what happens. Actually, I was going to end, but we'll stick around for like a minute or so. All right. So what are we doing? So super attack. Super attack. 1.9. Oh, no crit. But the Bardock honestly probably will finish it. He's got type advantage. And he will. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate it. Again, huge shout out to Hydros for the gameplay. And I'll catch all of you in the next one.